Okay, y'all, I'm headed home for the holidays on Qantas' inaugural Melbourne to Dallas flight. Let's go. The journey started with a quick check-in at the Melbourne airport, and since this is the first flight ever from Melbourne direct to Dallas, they set up some Texas-themed festivities, and you know I had to join in. I then made my way to the first-class lounge, where they had a Texas-style menu, and y'all know the Southern boy in me had to try the chili brisket with cornbread, which actually reminded me of home. It was then time to board the 17-and-a-half-hour, 14,500-kilometer journey to Dallas, which is the fourth longest flight in the world. I'm flying business class on Qantas' Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and I specifically chose seat 3K because it has the compartment next to the aisle as opposed to the window for a little more privacy. Overall, I find the seat very comfortable. It's spacious and large, and there's room to stretch out. And there are also several controls for the seat to recline, lay completely flat, or even massage you if you're into that. The flight attendant came through the cabin to greet everyone with a glass of champagne, and they also gave us this really cool amenity kit, and I had never seen this pattern before, but I loved the colors and gold stripe. It was then time to go through the menus and explore my meal options for dinner and tomorrow morning's breakfast before we were wheels up and en route to the Lone Star State. Melbourne's weather was sunny for once, making it the perfect day for flying, so can we just take a moment to take in this view of the city and Port Phillip Bay? Once in the air, I was quick to get cozy and change into the PJs they gave us before settling in for dinner and a movie like I was at my apartment. I decided on the movie Nope, which is definitely worth a watch. Now for my entree, I ordered a chicken salad that came with black vinaigrette dressing, a side salad of its own, and bread, which all paired nicely with my Pinot. I then played with the electronic dimmable windows where you just click the button below the window to change the opacity in the actual glass itself. The sun was setting, making an amazing backdrop for my main dish, which was Humpty Doo Barramundi. Now, y'all, this dish was spicy, which I wasn't expecting, but I love a bit of spice. I finished the meal off with some ice cream. The flight attendant then made my bed, and I was off to dream. Qantas offers an on-demand dining menu, which I wanted to try, but I ended up sleeping 8 hours and barely woke up in time for breakfast. For breakfast, I had scrambled eggs, bacon, and coffee, but the highlight was the pressed green juice with cucumber and pineapple. It was finally time to touch down in Texas, where we were welcomed by water cannons to acknowledge the inaugural service connecting Melbourne to the Lone Star State. I then explored Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, where everything seemed to be digital, before hopping on my last 2-hour flight to the Peach State.